I frankly think that crisis initiation is really tough. And it's very hard for me to see how the United States president can get us to war with it.
And I think that they've explored landing zones.
Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill.
Which leads me to conclude that if, in fact, compromise is not coming, that the traditional way of America gets to war is what would be best for U.S. interests.
Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, I'm sorry, this section is classified.
Are we rolling tape on that?
Dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified.
Are we rolling tape on that?
Some people might think Mr. Wilson wanted to get us into World War I. You may recall he had to wait for the Lusitania episode.
Are we rolling tape on that?
There you go. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified.
Some people might think that Mr. Johnson wanted to send troops to Vietnam. You may recall we had to wait for the Gulf of Tonkin episode.
This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified.
We didn't go to war with Spain until the until the Maine exploded.
Dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified.
And may I point out that Mr. Lincoln did not feel he could call out the Federal Army until Fort Sumter was attacked, which is why he ordered the commander at Fort Sumter to do exactly that thing which the South Carolinians had said would cause an attack.
Are we rolling tape on that?
Including irradiated classified with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape are released or otherwise become uncontrollable.
So if, in fact, the Iranians aren't going to compromise, it would be best if somebody else started the war. One can combine other means of pressure with sanctions.
Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strength.
And I think that they've explored landing zones.
I mentioned that explosion on August 17th.
Should event occur in urban areas? Jesus.
Who would know why? We can do a variety of things if we wish to increase the pressure. I'm not advocating that, but I'm just suggesting that this is not a either-or proposition. It's just sanctions has to succeed or other things. We are in the game.
Classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed, classified body disposal actions shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified.
And I think that they've explored landing zones.
We could get nastier at that.
Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your vote.